Hi, it's a quick video for myself, Harvey Goldman. No cuts, no edits, no filters, and no hair. I will try and look into the little camera this time rather than myself on the screen. I'm aware that I do it. I know that I do it. I'm trying to be better. Microphone today, posh gimbal today. Hopefully things will be better. We'll see. So the video today, really just want to have a very quick video out there about the state of the NHS. What's going on? Now, recently, from my own experience, personally, of the NHS, I can tell you now it's not good. I had a hernia due to weightlifting, probably, about 9 months back, maybe even a year ago. I left it for a little while, maybe a month or two, went to see my GP. He referred me to my local hospital. I went there. The doctor said, well, it's kind of bad, but we can't really do anything about it. Let's stick you on a list. They put me on a list, told me it might be 6 months. 9 months later, I got a phone call to say, right, we'll have you in for an appointment. I did the appointment and they still said, right, we can't do anything about it. We can't even treat it at this hospital. We need to send you to another hospital miles away from your home. You've got to have it done there. However, you need to go on another list. So I've ended up on a second list and I've been told that my wait in total will probably be another 6 to 9 months. So I may have it done somewhere between September and December this year, 2025. That's awful. So basically I'm walking around with a hernia. It's affecting my ability to do the thing that keeps me sane, which is lifting weights in the morning. And I can't get it fixed. That's the long and short of it. I'm stuck with it. Now I know that a hernia, for myself, it's not like I'm going to die from it. It's not the most serious thing in the world. And yes, I'm aware there are definitely people out there that are far worse off than me, that have waited for far longer on NHS lists. However, for let's say 30 years, rough estimate, I've paid into a system through my national insurance contributions, through my taxes, to prop up a NHS that easily for the last 10 years has been failing. My question to everybody is it worth keeping the NHS? Is it time to let go? And that's a real question. I don't know the answer. I know it's probably a controversial one. There are going to be many people out there that are elderly, that have spent their lives again paying into a system, that now need the NHS. Are they getting the treatment they need? Are they having to wait 18 months to get treatment? You know, it's a rum deal all round. I know obviously the alternative is to have a system a bit like America where they've got Medicaid or Medicare or whatever it's called, and you pay privately into it. To be fair, most countries operate that way. And that is part of what made Britain awesome once, is that we had an NHS. That was part of the allure, I guess, of a lot of the migrants that have come over, the fact that we've got a free healthcare system. And of course, they are benefiting from it. Free dental, free medical. As you can see, I myself, I had to go to Turkey to get my dental done. I genuinely did. I had a serious dental issue. I didn't actually have an NHS dentist. There wasn't even space for me to get seen privately over here. And the cost, when I did get an offer to go private, it was about 40 miles from where I live. The cost would have been about £3,000 more than the cost of getting all this done. So it was a no-brainer. I literally booked a holiday to Turkey, paid for it on a credit card, and I saved up a bit as well, but I paid for a lot of it on a credit card and then just spent 18 months paying it off. So now I don't have an NHS dentist even. My GP is miles away. When I want a GP appointment, I've got to phone the doctor in the morning. If I can get through, there's usually a waiting list of about 40 people on the phone in front of me. When you finally get through, you don't speak to a GP, you speak to a receptionist that says the GP will call you back at some point today. It's madness. It's an absolute madness. Now, contrary to that, and this is my flip side, I pay into a Bupa plan through my work. My current employer, the 9 to 5 that I really don't enjoy. I pay into a Bupa plan. It's about £40-ish a month. It just comes out of my wages anyway. And I've never dipped into it. So I've been paying into it for about 3 years. Now recently I developed a tennis elbow, sadly. I don't know why, maybe from guitar, maybe from weightlifting, maybe just because I'm old, who knows. But I developed a tennis elbow and I phoned Bupa. They gave me a pre-authorization number. They told me to go onto Google, find a vendor of services in my local area. I did it, contacted that vendor, gave them the pre-authorization number, and I had an appointment within 2 days. Now, that process for me to get that appointment took about 2 hours. I mean, go figure. And yet there's a system that I've paid into my entire working life that can't get me sorted within 18 months. It's a joke. It really is. Obviously, there are people, as I've said, that are far, far worse off than myself, that have got far, far more serious conditions. How are they coping with this? What are your thoughts on this? Now, I know, again, we see on the news all the time that NHS is underfunded, it's brittle, the staff are undervalued, they're underpaid. They do the most fantastic job and they get mugged off. They absolutely get mugged off. They're always on strike and there are shortages. You know, it's broken. Is it broken beyond repair though? Can it be saved, or is it already too late in the day? And I think this has led to obviously a massive upsurge in medical tourism. Now I can tell you that when I went to get these done, on the same flight, there were people not just getting hair, not just getting teeth, not just doing vanity stuff. There were people over there getting tummy tucks. They were getting gastric bands. I would wager that probably a quarter of the plane on a 300-seater aircraft was over there getting some form of medical. I was seeing people that had jaw surgery for sort of overcrowding in their mouth. They had all sorts going on, all sorts. It wasn't just medical tourism for vanity. Some of it was medical tourism just because they couldn't wait in the UK. Is this what the world's come to? Is this what the UK has come to? How do we get out of it? What's the answer? Where do our taxes go? We seem to be paying into a system that says it's allocating this money for the NHS, it's allocating this money for these programs, this research. Does that actually happen? Really, does it? Because I'm not seeing it. Now, maybe that's just my experience of it. I want a full picture. Let's get everybody's experience. Let me know in the comments. I want to know what your experience is of the NHS, whether you or your family or your friends have had good, bad experiences. Let's hear them all. Really interested to find out what the answer is. Do we fix it? Do we ditch it? Is it like the BBC? Is it a relic of a bygone era? Should Britain move with the times and develop a new healthcare system, one that works for the people that are paying into it? Let me know. YouTube's going to stick another video here somewhere. It thinks you'll like it. It's probably right. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell. Another video tomorrow. Goldman, peace out.